Okay, what's up everyone? So, I'm just chilling out on my computer here and I just started thinking like I'm kind of bored and I want to do a video, but I don't know exactly what I want to do. So, literally I just hit the record button just now and this is completely like, you know, it's just off the cuff basically. This is not, pre-planned, this is not scripted. There's no kind of commentary that I've written down. This is literally just I literally just got bored, hit the record button, and now I'm talking, making this video. So I get asked a lot like, what can I do, or what do I know how to do, or whatever. And that question kind of falls under an umbrella of things. It's kind of encompassed by an umbrella of things. I do video production, video editing, photo editing, like a lot of Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere Pro. I do 3D design and motion graphics, so like Blender, Maya. I do, web design, web portfolios, just a lot of digital things like digital technology, but primarily video editing, animation, that kind of things. Logos, just any kind of design. But basically, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do a video and kind of walk through that and just give a very fast, um, very efficient example of that and kind of what all that means. So without further ado, I'm literally just gonna jump into this. This is all pretty much live, unscripted. Commentary is just whatever I think of to say, or whatever I do. None of it's pre-planned. Whatever I do is just here and now in this moment. And so yeah, let's just jump into it. So if we pull up the internet here, basically I'm just gonna go to this website that I like to use a lot. It's called Pixabay. So this is a really great website for getting like images, video clips, also kind of like vector graphics, that kind of thing. Um, it's stock images, but you don't have to pay for it, or you don't have to get a license for it. It's pretty much copyright free, basically. Um, but yeah, so I'm not gonna log in right now. I'm just gonna open this up and use it from the point of view of someone who's going to the website for the first time. Um, Basically, let's just kind of pick a theme here. So let's say I want to do a galaxy theme. So right now I'm already on images. So I'm just going to type in galaxy and all kinds of pictures are going to populate, um, different resolutions, kind of different, quality, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to go through here and see what I like. Anything with a lot of like pink and purple, um, shades of blue, like hues, things like that, I really like. It really kind of grabs my attention. I tend to gravitate towards it. But based on what I'm looking at right now, yeah, I'll probably go. Let's see, just something fast here. I'll go with this one right here. So click on it, and you do free download. And I'm just gonna do 1920 by 1403, so that's a little bit more than standard definition, which would be 1920 by 1080. So this is even a little bit more better, quality resolution than that. So I'll just do download. And no, I'm not signed in, so I'll just do this CAPTCHA. I'm not a robot. Um, so that's there. So now what I'll do is I'll click on this again to redirect us back to the home page. I'm gonna click the drop down, and now I'm gonna go, instead of images, I'm gonna go to video, and same thing. So type in galaxy, and I don't know, that one's a nebula. I really like nebulas. Okay, so there's that option. What else? Okay, so just kind of going through here, I'm just kind of trying to look and see kind of what catches my eye. But again, I want to make this quick, so I'm not going to take a lot of time. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna go with this one. It's HD, so the quality is gonna be good. 1920 by 1080, that's what we're looking for, and it's MP4, which means it's video. Because MP3 is sound, like a song or a sound clip or something. So MP4 is video. I'm gonna go download, and there it is. So I think let's see. We'll hold off on the music for now. So I'm just gonna go over here and go to the downloads, and then it's gonna be these two right here. So I'll drag these to the desktop. The first thing I want to open up is Photoshop. Okay, so let's go check this out. It was 1920 by 14 something, but let me just go to properties and double check. Um, let's see. Yeah, so 1920 by 1403. So in Photoshop, we'll go new and make sure we're on pixels. We'll do 1920 by 1403. And resolution, we'll leave that at 300 because if you're going to do something for print or any kind of print graphic, 300 is the resolution to be printed. Everything else looks good. So we'll just do create. Okay, and this is the background, so we're going to leave it. And then we're going to go, hang on. We're going to make a new layer here. And then we're going to go file. And we are going to go import. Actually, no, we're going to do, it's going to be easier to do file open on computer. And then we drag that to the desktop. So, yeah, stars. And we're going to open that. So here it is. And we're going to open that one more time. Okay, so what can we do to this image to basically change it or alter it so that when we overlay it with the MP4 video, it will make it look better? So let's just view this little 30-second, 39-second clip. Okay, you've got this going on here. And then you've got that, in the middle, kind of this eyeball effect going on. So it looks like it's that the whole time, pretty much. And then you've got this stillness, in the background. So what we can do is pull this up. And we're actually going to delete the background, and then we're going to file open. And we're going to bring this image back so that it's not on the background, it's on its own layer this time. Let's see, why is it not opening? Sometimes it can be weird, sometimes it just won't open for whatever reason. Okay, we'll start over. So what we can do is unlock this so that we can edit it. We'll start with the opacity. You can kind of see okay, we'll leave the opacity alone. Fill. Okay, we'll leave fill and opacity alone. We'll come over here, just something, we'll say soft light. That didn't really change. What else can we try? Linear. Just try different effects here. And for the most part, it looks like all this is staying the same. Okay, so what we can do is just put it back to normal. And then we'll say layer, color overlay, and then we'll make this black. So you can kind of see it put black around, you know, like that. So I think if we just do it like barely on the outsides, that's gonna look good. And then we can try some different effects here. Hard light, what's that look like? Vivid, ooh, okay, so I really like Vivid. Yeah, let's see how, that looks pretty cool, right? So there's the original image, and then, yeah. So I think something like that looks good, so we're gonna do okay. And then again, this is just something very, very basic, so I think we're gonna leave it like that. So we'll go ahead and do file save as, and we're going to do stars underscore edited, and we're gonna save that to the desktop. So now what we're gonna do is open After Effects. And then we know that the Galaxy clip here, we know it was 1920 by 1080, so we'll go new project, new comp, 1920 by 1080. We'll do 29.97. Actually, let's see what the FPS is, because it may be, the frames per second may be different. Um, so we'll just look at the properties. And yeah, 29.97 frames per second. So that was actually good. So new comp, 1920, 1080, 29.97 frames per second. And we know it was 39 seconds long. So we'll change this to 39 and okay. So now what we can do is we'll go file, import file, then it's on the desktop for our directory, and we'll just pull up universe and import. So it's here, it's populated in our queue, so we'll drag it down and we'll play it here. Okay, so now that our preview looks good, we'll go to composition settings, and we'll change this to 0. And now for the full length of the actual clip, we'll make it 39 seconds, and that will play the whole thing. And we'll scrub through the timeline. Yes, the whole thing is playing. So it's 39 seconds long, but I don't feel like we need 39 seconds of this because it's just, you know, the same animation over and over. But we won't change the length of it just yet, and I'll show you why. So what we're going to want to do next is file, and we're going to do import file again. This time we're going to do stars, the edited version, but we need to prepare it first. So we're going to go back into Photoshop, and we're going to go to file and export as PNG. And then stars edited again, except this time it's going to be a different file because we're saving it as a picture now. So yep, here's our picture. If I open it up, that's what it looks like. So back in After Effects, we'll do file, and then we're going to import file again, grab the edited picture, import, drag it down, and so now what you have is there's our picture that we edited, and you have the universe clip right here. So what we're going to do is overlay this. So this picture that we edited is on top of the universe clip. So what we need to do is basically come down here and transform And then at opacity, you can drag the opacity from 0 to 100%, and that's how you overlay it. So what we want to do is find a good opacity that we feel like works and overlay it. But now we need to see which layer goes on top. So do we want the universe layer on top and change its opacity, or vice versa? So let's see what the clip's opacity is going to look like. So it may not matter in this case, but in other cases it will. More complex projects, it will definitely matter. But for this, I think we're okay. So unedited, the raw version of this clip just looks like this. You've got this going on in the middle, and then the background, you've got, the stars, and it's kind of black, kind of dark, not too much going on. But if you overlay our edited picture over it and change the opacity, you can see that you start to get this purple and pink in background. You get this in the middle. So I think something like that would work. Yeah, something like that would work. So we're gonna leave it like this, and then we are gonna come up here, layer, and let's see, let's just kind of play around with this and see what we want to do. So maybe layer. Actually, what we could do is we can add some effects. So effects and presets. One thing I know to try right off the bat is Cinema, Cineon Converter. So if we drag this over, it's going to look like this, and you can change the opacity, the brightness. You can change, see the difference there. So let's see, let's just play around with this. And see that's blown out. That's like really overexposed, right? That's not good quality. So we definitely, we don't want to blow it out and make it like super overexposed or anything. So just kind of play around with it and see what we like here. And then we can kind of change things around. Let's see. And again, this is a super quick example. This is like super quick. I mean, I'm just like rushing through this. I'm just flying through this. Normally I would take my time, whatever, but this is literally just like a short, not even a tutorial really. This is just like, how do I do this? Or, what can you do with certain things? Or how do you do this with certain things? And this is just literally me showing like, hey, I can do this if I want to, you know what I mean? So definitely, especially if you've never used like After Effects or Photoshop or whatever, don't try to follow this because I'm going really fast. But this is literally an example of like when I get the question, what can you do? Or, what do you know how to do? This is like an example of that, right? So, yeah. Okay, I like this. I really like that. So if we play the video, now you have this going on. But that's kind of boring, right? I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty boring because essentially you have all these stars in the background, right? And they're just staying still. They're not moving, they're not animated, there's no life to them, basically. So let's try to find something to change that. Let's see if anything pops up when I type star. Star. So
Mic off. Mic on.
so you've got twinkle star. Let's see what that does. Drag that on there. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do let's see, CC Starburst. Let's do that. So you can tell you can see the stars right there. So we're gonna do that, and then for scatter, we're gonna kind of bring these in more, make this look realistic, right? Yeah, something like that. I'm like really feeling that. Kind of blend it with the original. Yeah. And so just make all this look really good, right? And then, so that looks better. And then log to linear looks kind of more vivid, and you know, that kind of looks better. So we'll leave that. And then, let's see, sprites animated. I don't want to do that. Let's do particles. Let's see, particle playground. Would that work? Maybe. No. Particle world, maybe. No, I don't want to do that either. Maybe not particles. But okay, no particles. But maybe simulation. And I don't want to make this video like super long either, obviously, so yeah. Let's see, snowfall. Let's see, opacity. Yeah, and then size, we're gonna make these like, so yeah, you could definitely see that's more of like, you know, imitate like actual snow, like real snow falling, basically. But we're not really going for snow, we're going for stars, right? So let's see if we can like, more of like a bright yellow kind of. And then, we want to make these really big, right? So let's, wind, we want to make it go more like horizontal left to right, so maybe put more wind as if like actual real wind was making it scatter around. Speed, crank that up. And then for the flakes, I don't want so many, so maybe 1900 maybe. Let's take the depth down. Actually, spread, something like that. And then, yeah, composite. You can see how it goes through the rings now. Extras, random seed. That's going to be an effect we're going to want. And then let's see if we can't, kind of with the opacity, fade this out a little bit. A little bit more. Something like that. And then we're going to want to, again, this is just a rough, like a super rough example, right? But basically this is like the general idea, so kind of give a general kind of feel for how this stuff would work. I don't know, that's fine. What else? I don't want to put too many effects on here because I don't want it to get like out of control or, you know, out of hand or whatever. So I don't want to do too many effects because you start to layer those on top of each other and they kind of bog everything down. Let's see what cartoon would look like. Yeah, so we'll just do a couple things on here. Let's see, we'll take, alright, we're gonna take cartoon off. Kaleido maybe? No, no Kaleido. I'm just trying to see what looks better. Strobe light. No. Okay, so maybe this may be good for now. Like, I don't want to do, you know, like super, you know, too much. So maybe we'll try this, and then, like I said, I don't want it to be 39 seconds of just this on a loop the whole time for 39 seconds. That's just too long. So maybe we say 10 seconds and just leave it at that. So yeah, we'll let this kind of load real quick, and we'll just see what it looks like. Okay, so let's find where this clip starts. It starts right here. So we're going to trim this down, and then where does it end? It ends right there. So we'll trim this back. Let's see. Hang on. So from the beginning, starts here. And then where does it end? Right there. Okay, so yeah, so now what we'll do is comp and then trim comp to work area. So now you only have this right here. And if you don't want the flash there, we can kind of clean this up even more so that there's no flash. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe like, and we'll trim this again. Maybe you want, you know, some kind of music. I don't know. So if you go to Pixabay, you can find like music on here. But what I like to do is I usually use YouTube, and then I'll just convert it like YouTube to MP3 or whatever, and I'll find non-copyrighted music that I don't have to worry about getting flagged, and I'll throw that on there. But since we're using Pixabay for the images and the videos, I'll just go ahead and use it for music also. So we'll just see, I don't know, we'll play some things. Well, okay, first of all, we should probably filter this out, right? So for mood, we'll do bright, we'll do laid back, dreamy, and what else? Maybe just leave it at these three, and then we'll do electronic, beats, hang on, electronic, beats, ambient, and we'll maybe just leave it at that. And so we'll see maybe chill out 1. But that's like 7-8 minutes long. We don't need that, so let's do intro and outro. And okay, so maybe we'll do uplifting, hopeful, relax, because nothing's coming up yet. So maybe just energetic, euphoric, epic, I don't know, happy. Nothing's coming up yet. So maybe, I don't know, theme. So I don't know. You'll kind of have to like filter it out and kind of find something basically. And literally we only have a 10-second clip, so maybe we just want to like clear all the filters out and just say, I don't know, cinematic music. Let's see. And we can trim these down. If they're too long, we can trim it down, obviously, to make it shorter. But if I could find something that's like 20 or 30 seconds from the beginning, that would make it a lot easier. So maybe background music. Okay, whatever. I really like that. So we're just going to download it. And then again, I'll go downloads. It's going to be right here. And then in After Effects, we'll go File and Import again. And then Desktop, and then we'll go, that's the name of it, so we'll import it. Drop it down. And so now what we're going to do is basically let it play. And that's actually cool. That click really goes with the theme. But I don't want it to be like super, super loud in your ears, so we're going to turn the decibel down. Maybe even more. Not that much. Maybe. Yeah, something like that. The waveform looks good. Yeah, you know, why not? And then for the final thing, we'll just add some text in here because, yeah, text. That's why, I guess. So we're going to go New, Text, and we'll drag this layer to the top. And then we'll click the T up here for text. We'll just kind of click on here. And we're going to need, let's do 72 pixels. We'll do, I don't know, dubstep. And we'll kind of put this in the middle of this ring here, this kind of circle. I don't know, something like that looks good enough, I guess. Then we can do effect. And actually, we'll do layer. And let me see. So I think what I want to do is we'll go effect, and then we'll go, I'm just trying to find something that's gonna look cool. But I don't want to take up, you know, obviously a lot of time either. Actually, no, I don't want to do strobe light, but we'll go advanced lightning. And so what we can do, let me delete this empty layer. What we can do is we need to make this move, right? So let's see. So the core color is white for that one. And then for the glow color, yeah, I want to do like a darker blue, so we'll do that. Let's see. Alright. Actually, I'm going to take this out because it's on the dubstep layer. I'm going to take that out and then, let's see, delete this layer. Yes, you still have dubstep again. So while we're on the dubstep layer, we are going to let's see. What can I do that's going to really make this pop? CC bend it. Hang on. No, I don't want that. I'm just trying to like play around with it, but I don't want to drag this video out, so, you know, more than it needs to be, so I'm trying to hurry, because again, none of this is, you know, scripted or whatever, none of this is, like, planned out, I'm just kind of, you know, chilling. Tint color, I don't know, red. And then glow radius, glow brightness. Let's crank like all these up. And then yeah, something like that. So it's highlighted in red on the back of it, and then let's see. Then we're gonna do digital glitch. And we are going to under distortion, now we're gonna make this bigger. We're gonna say like 100. Yep. And oh, we are going to, nope, I don't want a new layer. Center that up more. Looks good. Okay. We're good there. We're going to close up this. We're going to close up all these effects. And then one more thing. We're going to come down here to transform. And we're going to do, let's see, opacity. We're going to put it to 0%. And then each one of these, we're gonna drag up the opacity a little bit. And just gradually, we're gonna keyframe this. So gradually it pops up in frame. Last one, we're gonna put it at 100%, and then we're gonna go downhill. So I'm gonna go back down. Last one is 12. Then by the end of it, it's 0. So if we play this back, it's gonna flash. Okay, so that's pretty much that. So we can go ahead and close all this up, and we'll just, I'm not going to save it because it's not a project I'm going to work on. It's just this tutorial, so I'm not going to save it. But what I will do is I will go File, and I'm not going to add it to the media encoder because it's not something I need to worry about, like the bit rate or the resolution or whatever. So I'm just going to export it and add it to the regular render queue, and then down here I'll output to the desktop, and I'll just do tutorial and save. And then down here I have the best settings. I'll click render, and when this blue bar gets all the way across, it will be finished. It is, so we can go ahead and close out. Again, I'm going to save it. Discord is being really annoying right now. And then it's all right here. So then over here, tutorial, this is what we just made. Click on it, and there it is. And you set it to play on a loop, or you know, you can do whatever. So yeah, if we just do autoplay and play it. Hang on, autoplay. No, repeat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So like, comment, share it, whatever, and yeah, peace.